Hello everyone, let's get the value of x. Okay, now when you have square root of a divided by square root of b, this is equal to the square root of a over b. Okay, so I'm going to write this in this form. So we have the square root of x multiplied by x multiplied by x divided by x plus x plus x. This is better for me. Writing my x in this form is better for me. So pardon me, that is how I'll be writing it for now. All right. Okay. Now we have what? When you have a to the power of m multiplied by a to the power of n, this is actually equal to a to the power of m plus n. Okay. Therefore, we can now write this as the square root of, since this is to the power of 1 each, all right, so it's going to be equal to, we are going to pick one base, which is x, and we are going to add the powers. Okay, divided by, now here they have x in common, we factorize. When x divide x, we have 1, x divide x, we have 1, x divide x, we have 1 as well, and this is equal to 1. So we have the square root of x to the power of 3 divided by 3x is equal to 1. The most interesting aspect of this video is not even to get the value of x. It's actually easy. The most interesting aspect is to prove that the answers we got are correct. Okay, all right, so let's continue. Now we are going to square both sides of this equation. This root is just for this side, please. So let's square. So we are going to have square root of x to the power of 3 over 3x, everything squared, is equal to 1 squared. Okay, all right, now square is going to cancel square roots, and we have x to the power of 3 divided by 3x is equal to 1. Now at this point we are going to cross multiply. This is something as 1 over 1. Now if we cross multiply, we will have 3x is equal to x to the power of 3. Now let's bring this 3x to the power of 3 to this side. We have 3x minus x to the power of 3 is equal to 0. Okay, all right, now let's factorize what they have in common, which is x. If we do that, we have x bracket, when this is divided by this, 3 will remain, and when this is divided by this, we have 2 remaining here, is equal to 0. Okay, all right, now from here we can see that x is equal to 0, and that 3 minus x squared is also equal to 0. So this is the first value of our x. Now for here we can say that 3 is equal to x squared. So to remove this square, we are going to take square root of both sides of this equation. Okay, so the square root of 3 is equal to x squared square root. Okay, now when this cancels this, we can see that we have the second and the third value of our x to be equal to plus or minus square root of 3. Yes, now to the most interesting aspect of this video. Let's check to be sure that what we got is right. Now the question says that square root of x multiplied by x multiplied by x divided by the square root of x plus x plus x, okay, is equal to what? Is equal to 1. Now for x equals 0, for x equals 0, we have square root of 0 times 0 times 0 divided by the square root of 0 plus 0 plus 0 is equal to 1. Okay, now we have, sorry about that, now we have the square root of what? 0 divided by the square root of 0 is equal to 1. Now let's continue. Sorry, allow me to draw my line. So this is where we are, that square root of 0 divided by square root of 0 is equal to 1. Now square root of 0 is 0, square root of 0 is 0 and this is equal to 1. Is that? No, because this is what? Undefined. So this is rejected. All right, this solution is rejected. Now for x equals square root of 3, we have x equals square root of plus or minus square root of 3. Now for x equals square root of 3, let's check. So the question says square root of, so it's going to be square root of 3 multiplied by square root of 3 multiplied by square root of 3 divided by square root of 3 plus square root of 3 plus square root of 3 is equal to 1. Now we have square root of, so this is same thing as root 3 to the power of 1, right? Multiplied by root 3 to the power of 1 multiplied by root 3 to the power of 1, okay? Divided by root 3 plus root 3 plus root 3 is equal to 1. Now we solve square root of, so we're going to pick one base, right? Since they're multiplying, just like we explained earlier, we pick one base and we add the powers 1 plus 1 plus 1 divided by, here we factorize what they have in common, which is root 3. We open bracket. So when this is divided by this, we are going to have 1 plus 1 plus 1. And this is equal to 1. Okay? So we have square root of root 3 to the power of 3. You can see divided by 3 root 3 is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. Now, where you have a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m minus n. All right. This root 3 is same thing as root 3 to the power of 1. Now, since we have root 3 and root 3, we can actually say square root of root 3 to the power of 3 minus 1. That is this one here. Divided by this will remain, right? Is equal to 1. Now we have the square root of root 3 to the power of 2. Divided by 3 is equal to 1. Now when we solve, we can see the square root of, now this square will cancel this square root, so we have only 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. So we have the square root of 3, we cancel 3, we have 1 is equal to 1, and square root of 1 is equal to 1. So this is agreed on. The answer is correct. Now let's prove the last one. I'm trying to draw my line. Now the last one is that x is equal to what? X is equal to minus root 3. All right, for x equals minus root 3, we have the square root of minus root 3 multiplied by minus root 3 multiplied by minus root 3. I don't know what is wrong with this pen. Divided by minus root 3 plus minus root 3 is same thing as minus root 3 minus root 3 minus root 3, right? And this is equal to 1. Okay, now we have the square root of, so we have the same base, which is minus root 3, right? And we have the same power. Let me not do it 1 1, which is 3. So we have 1 2 3. We add everything together to get 3. Okay, divided by, now here we have minus root 3 here multiplied by 3. So it's going to be minus 3 root 3. Okay, is equal to 1. So this is equal to the square root of, now minus minus will cancel out, and when that happens, we are going to apply the law of indices here, or exponents. So root 3 to the power of 3 and root 3 to the power of 1, when they divide, we are going to pick one base, which is root 3, and we are going to subtract their powers. This is root 3 to the power of 1, so 3 minus 1 divided by this 3 is equal to 1. So this is equal to the square root of root 3 squared, okay, divided by 3. Now this we cancel this. We have the square root of 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1, and this is square root of 1 is equal to 1, and this implies that what 1 is equal to 1. All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye.